Number 6.
Number 6.
What has happened since the last one? This seems too close to the last podcast. What's wrong with this picture?
I don't know. I feel like that there's some really supermassive game announcements that have recently come or something.
Yeah, so soon after Black Friday, there was an announcement that the Game Awards were going to happen. Basically, Spike's Video Game Awards, except done without Spike, but with all of the Jeff Keighley. How good was it? Well, I failed to watch it.
Well, I didn't see it either, but looking at the webpage I'm on to reference what we're going to be talking about, there's a picture of the trophy here, and the trophy actually looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
And of course it is, because it is designed by Weta Workshop.
Ooh.
Weta Workshop, as you know, are the same people who do everything you see on the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit movies.
Nice.
The effects and the weapons and the armor and the makeup and everything is all done by Weta Workshop and Weta Digital, so that's kind of neat. Kudos.
It is very nice. Oh, by the way, hi everybody. Welcome to episode 6.
This is the Orange Peripheral. This is a comedy show, I promise.
Comedy and video games, so welcome to all those who are new. If you haven't...
Wait. Video games? I thought this was a book review.
So for those of you who have never been here, just a quick overview. If you ever have a question for me or UltraDirectorJester over in his house, we're talking over Skype, whatever, just post it in the comments in this video, and we will address it in the next one. But for now, the hot debate for tonight is actually the Game Awards and who actually won. I haven't taken a close look at the winners, so let's go down the list that Polygon has provided for us, and let's see if we agree or disagree. How about it?
All right, let's go for it.
All right, best performance, Trey Parker, and I'm assuming Matt Stone is in with that too, for South Park: The Stick of Truth. That's hilarious to me.
Best performance, well, having not played South Park: Stick of Truth, I don't really have much to say on what the performance is, but it sounds about right, because if you love the show and you love video games, South Park is actually a genuine, gesture to marry the two together, so sure, why not?
I've played about 25 minutes. It's either that or there was a demo at one point, I honestly can't remember, but it was hysterical. Like, one of the opening classes you can pick is Jew. Go figure. I
should pick it up one day.
I think it's right now like $30, brand new. So hopefully here soon I'll be picking it up as well. It seems hilarious. South Park has always been funny to me. I just can't ever catch it.
South Park to me is only funny when it's being smart. When it's just being, offensive and, dumb. It's not funny. I don't get anything out of it.
Actually, there's one episode I want to look up because it was making fun of YouTube Let's Players.
That just aired like a couple weeks ago, didn't it?
It aired like this past week, I think.
I feel like, I bet if I watch it, I'm gonna get so pissed. I'm gonna watch it anyway. Why not? Anyway, let's move down the list.
Sure.
Best score soundtrack, Destiny.
That sounds about right too. Bungie is pretty good about getting really nice soundtracks. Like the Halo theme, while I do think it's a bit overrated, it is still a good soundtrack.
I have to argue this one. I mean, call it the best?
Well, what did it have to compete against?
Well, it had a lot of niche titles to go up against. And really the only examples I had were from compilations or crossovers. So I think why not Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, because it had so many fucking classic, iconic songs in it. Or why not Phoenix Wright versus Ace Attorney, because of the wonderful music in there, too.
But you gotta think, people don't play good video games.
Well...
And I think the only reason they didn't choose those, for one, it's in those are a bit kind of... Like, Layton versus Ace Attorney, I never would expect to be on anybody's list, except for people who play specific niche titles, and I would definitely categorize that in there. But Destiny, I'm thinking they're talking like overall for one big game. Like Smash Brothers is a compilation of a bunch of different classic titles being remade with grand orchestral soundtracks.
I also got a feeling that the Game Awards are kind of more broad now that I really think about it. You know, they probably wouldn't showcase the niche titles that we love so much. They probably just focus on the big AAA budget titles that everybody's played, so that way they can get the entire demographic, or as appeal to as many people as they possibly can.
It's a combination of a way to get ratings, but also a way to glorify the big titles that actually came out this year. So I'm noticing, like, the big guns from Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, they're all here on this list, but they're also indie games, I noticed, which, again, surprised me.
But popular indie games, not like, you know...
Once they got traffic, let's say that.
Duck Battle Pong 2, you know?
Duck Dynasty. That has to be on here somewhere. Oh, wait, that was actually released. Shit.
All right, let's move on. Sure. Best online experience, Destiny, bullshit, bullshit.
I have a joke about this. At least they didn't say Master Chief Collection, because that matchmaking is still having problems. Oh my god. What would you say was best online? What have you played recently?
Well, I have a theory.
Oh.
The online for Dark Souls sucks.
Oh, well.
Every single time someone runs up to you, tries to get behind you, and does an insta-kill stab thing that you can't get out of, it's bullshit. Dark Souls 2 claims to be a better online experience. I'm thinking, well, it probably is, so that's my thing, I guess. Here's that in Mario Kart 8.
That's what I was about to say. Mario Kart 8 would probably be good. Have you tried online matches?
In Mario Kart 8?
Yeah.
I play all the time.
Okay, do you notice any, like, lag or anything?
Very little. I usually always get, pretty full lobbies, and if it isn't, usually after one race, I get like 10 or 12 people, so it's a rampant online community. It's brutal as hell, but it's still fun to play.
I would like to think that the way they're thinking like this, like Mario Kart 8 probably does have a really good online feature, but how far does it go? I think they're going for online longevity for online experience. Like Destiny, there's always being updates and added places to go, whereas Mario Kart 8 is just, boom, race. There you go. You have a good time in the race, but it doesn't go anywhere past just plain racing or battle or what have you.
It's simpler, though, so there's less to fuck up.
Right, and Destiny, I personally haven't tried it, but from the sounds of it, they are going for how much is actually in the online experience as opposed to fun, which is, best mobile or handheld game, Hearthstone? Really?
I am going to challenge that, too, because if you want to say best mobile game, sure, Hearthstone, why not?
Yeah,
but
sure.
Best handheld game? Really?
That could have been broader, I think.
Out of the strong and powerful library that the 3DS has going on, and the Vita actually kind of kicking some dust up and getting in its stride.
No shit.
You have to go with Hearthstone? Really?
I guess I want to try to defend it, but I completely agree with you. It doesn't deserve the best handheld game. This should have been a separate category altogether, but best mobile, yeah, sure. I mean, the only thing it has to compete with is probably the Candy Crush or something, fucking free-to-play or whatever. But best handheld game, no. The 3DS and the Vita, I basically only play handhelds now because there are such good games to play on them now.
I know. It's incredible how deep these games can be,
No kidding.
They're better than the shiny HD new stuff that we're playing now.
That's what's sad. Like, I'll be about to go to bed one night and I'll just play on my 3DS, and it's already been like 3 hours that I've played through, and I notice, oh god, I gotta get up tomorrow. I'm only able to play handhelds because they're convenient, right there in my hand. I'm good to go.
They're cheaper to develop for, and you can dedicate more stuff to it, I suppose.
And I can say, 2 of the games that would make it on my top 10 video games of all time list for me happened this year on the Vita. So, oh my god, they're so good. Anyway, best fighting game? Yep.
Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. That is absolutely correct.
You probably won't get any better than this for your $60 in a fighting game.
$60? Well, let's see how much money I actually paid for. Let's see. I paid $60 for the game. I paid $20 for the adapter. I paid $30 for 3 Miis, and I got a 4th one for $13, so that's about another $43 fucking dollars. So...
But given all that, would you say there is more than $60 worth in that game?
there's more than $2,000 worth of content in here. I am getting a lot of game for my money, so money well spent.
No kidding. I think that's what Nintendo strives for in a game like Super Smash Bros. You pay your $60. You're not just getting a roster full of people and fighting one-on-one. Bam, that's it. No, you're getting extensive story modes. You're getting extra modes that you didn't even know you wanted to play, but they're actually really fun to play. And you just get a whole package deal that goes far beyond that 60.
You can tell we here at the Orange Peripheral love Super Smash Bros. For Wii U because the Wii U and Smash have only taken over the conversation in the past 5 episodes.
It keeps coming back. Just because it's so goddamn good.
I know, right? Making good games. Huh. Crazy. And that's why the developer of the year, next on the list, is Nintendo.
Again, it surprised me because, like, Spike is really bad when it comes to mentioning somebody other than, like, they only choose from Microsoft or Nintendo. Like, they probably would have chose Bungie if Spike was actually behind this.
Yeah, but you actually got to consider this. Nintendo pretty much single-handedly brought the Wii U back from death.
In 1 year.
They looked around at other friends and was like, oh, what? You third-party guys aren't going to help us? We're going to develop this console all by ourselves? Okay, fine. We'll make some fucking good games. Then you're going to come crawling back to us.
And so they did. Oh my god, so they did.
It's selling pretty okay now, so it's back on stable feet, and everyone said, "Oh, the Wii U is so dead. It's there's no way. They should kill it right now and bring a true HD console to the fucking." And now it's actually selling pretty good, and people are like, "Whoa, Wii U's pretty good." Hey.
Answer me this: what was the game that made you buy a Wii U, whether it was coming out later or like right at the time at that moment?
Probably 3D World. And Smash, and the possibility of other Nintendo games coming for the console that I would miss out on had I not picked up the console.
I think what won me over the most is, first of all, I'm pretty pathetic when it comes to new shiny toys, but that wasn't it. It was actually being able to play it at the store I was working at. When I was working at GameStop, they brought in a kiosk to let us play it.
Oh, wait, I remember.
Yeah, and we had, me and my manager at the time, had so much fun playing New Super Mario Bros. U that I was like, oh my god, if this is how much fun I can have with this demo, there's got to be more to this. So
I had that same experience, except it was the Rayman Legends demo. And it had
Yes.
that, and it had that timed castle movement, you know?
Yes!
You run along, and it's like, I forgot what song it was, but
I still need to get Rayman. Oh my god, why have I been missing out on Rayman?
I still gotta beat Rayman Origins.
Origins, Legends, bring it all to me. I actually want to play a Rayman game, even though I've hated him for 10 to 15 years. Yeah, whatever.
This is a 2D Rayman, so it's different.
I know, it's... Well, that's the sad part. I played Rayman 2 back in the days, and I absolutely hated it.
Alright, well, let's move on.
Sure.
Best sports racing game, Mario Kart 8.
Was there really any competition this year?
I don't think there was. I mean, there was probably the Gran Turismo and Forza sports, but Mario Kart 8 is the racing game that everybody talks about. And sports games, well, oh yeah, Madden NFL 15 was the true top one this year. Yeah.
Actually, what was that one free-to-play racing game that absolutely bombed?
No, I don't remember.
Not Drive Club. Oh, whatever.
Well, anyway, best shooter, Far Cry 4.
Call of Duty didn't win? What universe am I in?
I haven't played Far Cry 4, but if it's just Far Cry 3 but more of that, well, okay, cool with me. Games for Change, Valiant Hearts: The Great War.
How would you take that, like Games for Change? Like changing the genre or for your pocket money?
I would say, like, changing the genre. Most innovative. Most, I don't know, game-changing thing, I guess?
Okay.
I guess they really took to heart their narrative, which also, this game also won Best Narrative.
Yeah.
I guess they're taking its tone and its, the way it's played, and I guess they like that.
I think it was because it was kind of their own take on World War One. I believe that was the setup. So that you can do a lot of good with that kind of storytelling, and Ubisoft's pretty good. Looks like it was Ubisoft Montpellier, so I don't know what else they've done.
the artsy side of Ubisoft when they're not making Assassin's Creed games.
Right. So the other half of Ubisoft. The other half's just making ass Creed games all day. The industry icon, Roberta and Ken Williams. Roberta Williams?
Okay,
What?
I thought this was 2014. I didn't realize that we were stuck back in 1991 again.
Well, King's Quest is coming back. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did hear that. But just because you're making a game, 20 years since, doesn't make you an industry icon automatically again. Because who knows? The new King's Quest could suck because it was the first game that you made since 1998.
And the best thing is, if it does suck, more Retsupre material. Yes!
Yay!
Okay, best indie game. Shout out to Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight absolutely wins. I mean, there's no other option at all.
Right, I am so close to beating Shovel Knight, but it finally got Nintendo hard for me. So I need to blast right through it. I'm having so much fun.
Oh, you think that's hard? You haven't even tried New Game Plus yet, have you?
Oh, bring it on. Save Game of the Year for the end. Best Remaster, GTA 5. I will vouch for it. It is brilliant on Xbox One.
I'll agree with you too, because I really don't like that we're getting a lot of remasters these days. It just means that all the games that you spent $60 before, well, hey, go ahead and spend $60 again so you can get it again, but in shinier HD on the console you can't play it on.
Right, and the only reason I picked up GTA 5 now is because when I first got it, it kind of wasn't my thing at the time. It was almost an impulse buy. So I took it back, got something better, and then when I saw, hey, it's coming out on Xbox One, I was like, okay, cool. I can get the penultimate version, and I'll be happy. And second time around, it's doing a lot better.
Well, I played it beat it for the PS3, so I really don't need it. I don't think I need to get it again for PS4.
You're good with the version you have. I think the only thing they updated was first-person mode, which, if you thought GTA was like a violent game, play in first-person mode and like jump off a building, shoot somebody in the face. It looks so brutal in first-person mode. It's terrible. I went up and shot a cop in the face, and I was like, oh my god, he probably had a family or something. It was so mean-spirited, but it was awesome.
Oh well.
It was actually really cool, and driving in first person is almost too realistic. It's a good thing I don't drive like this. Either that or I don't let my parents know that I drive like this. You can probably vouch for this next one. Best action-adventure game. Middle-earth, The Shadows of Mordor.
I'm the wrong person to ask this because I got the PS3 version.
What's wrong with that?
Some of you people are going, oh, man. I wouldn't call the PS3 version entirely broken, but it is very, very buggy and kind of technically glitchy, too.
Oh, I guess they were talking the next-gen versions.
Yeah, the next-gen version is probably a lot better, but from what I played, it's still a lot of fun.
I'll have to see. 'Cause I can't remember what I asked for Christmas. It was either The Evil Within for next gen or Shadows of Mordor. So we'll see. We might have another talking point for later on next gen new games.
Yay.
Best RPG, Dragon Age Inquisition.
I'm not sure what to think about that because I haven't played Dragon Age Inquisition. However, I have played Dragon Age 1, and it's fucking shambles. I can't go back to it anymore. It is not good. Navigation is fucked. I don't know where I'm going or what to do. The menu is really, really hard to navigate in. And I hear that Dragon Age 2 is even worse. So, is Dragon Age Inquisition really all that good? Please, somebody in the comments, tell me. If you have Dragon Age Inquisition for, like, PS3 or something, tell me how it is, because I want to know. I'm on a huge medieval game fucking...
Tell me!
I'm playing a whole bunch of medieval games right now. I'm playing Shadow of Mordor. I'm playing Hyrule Warriors. I'm playing Fire Emblem Awakening. I'm playing Skyrim a little bit in between that. I'm just playing a whole bunch of fucking Tolkien high fantasy games. So, tell me, is Dragon Age 3 any good? I can add that to the list, too.
Maybe. The Dragon Age games have always had problems transitioning between consoles and PC. PC is always going to be the best for an RPG of that magnitude. But apparently... Dragon Age Inquisition blows the first two out of the water because anything can blow two out of the water. Two sucked. Now, the first one I played and I really liked. I'm really into those types of RPGs. I can't remember why I stopped.
Play play Skyrim for an hour, and then go back to Dragon Age, and then you remember.
I'm telling you, I haven't played much of Skyrim either. Maybe I'm growing out of medieval RPGs. I don't know.
And you're growing out of medieval RPGs and into idle dancing games.
Hell yeah. Getting with my dancing side. Best family game, Mario Kart 8.
I would agree, because if I had an objection, it would be for Smash Wii U.
Smash Wii U is kind of... let me just be the voice of reason for every decision you make. Let me say this. Smash is a fun party game, but I think it takes an older mindset to actually enjoy it. Like, kids will just press buttons and play the Smash Brothers, but with Mario Kart, everybody can play, and it's really easy to pick up. Smash takes some time to get used to.
But there's also a really easy mode, and there's also co-op.
That's still up in the air, but either way, it's going to be a Nintendo game. No big next-gen shiny game has the amount of family togetherness that Nintendo does.
Because they actually have local co-op. Without having to get 3 consoles spread up to 3 different TVs across the house so we can all play in the same house.
Couch partnership. Actually, well, I guess this is only for my household, but the best family game is Hyrule Warriors. It's pretty awesome.
Hyrule Warriors is fun. I haven't tried co-op yet, but it's a lot of fun.
I will say, if you want the bigger screen, don't be player 1. If you're player 2, you get the bigger screen. If you're player 1, you get the gamepad.
That's all right.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just some people want the bigger screen. I don't know. And then Game of the Year, Dragon Age Inquisition. So it must be that good.
It must be. Either that way or they just got paid for it. Because Dragon Age Inquisition just came out, and they're skipping Dark Souls 2.
That came out this year?
Yeah, that came out this year.
Really? I'm behind.
Yeah. It came out in like March.
Wow. Oh my god, I'm so behind on the times.
Oh yeah, that's the other medieval game I'm playing, Dark Souls.
You always have a theme to your game playing, I noticed.
They just get connected somehow. It's strange.
You have the mindset to connect the dots, I guess. And apparently there is a fan's choice here below all the winners. Most anticipated game, The Witcher 3.
I've never played a Witcher game before. They didn't seem that fun to me, so... But
consider them like a third-person Skyrim, but not. I don't know how I want to say it. It's a more...
Well, that's weird, because Skyrim can be in third person, so it's not that.
Well, most people play it in first person. At least I do. Yeah. So I guess I'm really bad at explaining it because
I get in third person when I want to look at my cool-ass, badass self.
Okay, you got me there. Oh, and I guess the headshots or whatever you want to call them are in third person as well. So maybe I should just stop talking because I too have never played a Witcher game, but I am interested in them.
I just don't think I have a PC powerful enough to run them. Because they look beautiful.
Oh yeah, they're gorgeous games.
Well, maybe it'll come to PS4, and
there you go.
I don't know. Maybe I'll check us up there. Anyway, esports player of the year. I'm not one who cares about esports too much, but it's a guy named Matt Nadeshot from Call of Duty.
Fascinating. Esports team of the year, Ninjas in Pajamas. That's probably the funniest team name I've seen, and it was in Counter-Strike, Global Offensive.
People still play that game?
It's still really good. Really competitive, too. Trending gamer, Total Biscuit?
Sure.
Thank God PewDiePie didn't win.
Thank God Markiplier didn't win.
Thank God nobody with over 3 million... Oh, wait. Yeah, over 3 million subscribers won. There we go.
Thank God we didn't win. Am I right?
I don't want that notoriety. And this one got a chuckle out of me. Best fan creation, Twitch plays Pokemon.
I will agree with that. I should probably check out a compilation of the best of Twitch plays Pokemon.
Edit point. Anyway, I'll link you a video later showing a compilation of the best of Twitch plays Pokemon.
What does democracy and anarchy mean? That's the one thing I was confused on.
Democracy and anarchy, basically, democracy is majority rules. So if there's a majority of moves in the chat, it will go for that. Anarchy, it will listen to every single command. So that actually really helped when they implemented, halfway through the first game, Anarchy and Democracy.
I'll check it out. Anyway, that was the VGA Awards for 2014.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Jeff Keighley. That actually really worked, and he did it out of his own pocket, I heard.
But I hope it did better, because at least this was presented with a bit more labor of love.
They also showed a lot of like new stuff, like world premieres and all that. They showed the first Zelda Wii U footage.
They really want to be part of the big guys. They really want to be part of gaming culture. Like there's some passion behind it. I can kind of get behind that.
So basically, you're saying they want to be relevant?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
Well, let's see if there's going to be a Game Awards 2015 or whatever.
I want to see like Jeff Keighley's budget for this past one, and I want to see him either consider that he made a really big mistake or he made a really good choice this year. So we'll see.
Here's the Game Awards 2015 trophy. It's a popsicle stick
with a joke on it.
With the little smiley face on it. It says 2015, and I drew a little NES controller on it.
I'm sorry you couldn't get the full popsicle. I got hungry on the way here, so here you go. Here's the stick.
It's all sticky and everything.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Ew.
Here you go, Mr. Hideo Kojima.
Oh, yeah, Metal Gear Online. That's relevant.
Huh.
So there was another thing that happened the next day. Let's see, this past Friday was the awards, and today was the Sony Experience, or whatever it was called.
Yay. There's a lot of fucking announcements. Most of them for the PS4, a few for the PS Vita, 2 or 3 for the PS3.
We don't need to go into all of them, let's just hit the big guns.
Alright, let's see. Day of the Tentacle Special Editions coming to PS4 and PS Vita. You know, it's kind of good that they're bringing back these old adventure games back. I think Telltale Games is to blame for that, with The Walking Dead and The Wolf Among Us, and all those episodic games they've had before that.
I would agree.
I think that they're really bringing this genre back, and it's kind of exciting, because we're also getting a Grim Fandango remaster for the PS4 as well.
I never got to play Grim.
Neither did I. That's kind of a shame. I hear it's really good.
Hey, Tim Schafer, I'm all for it.
Yeah. Back when he was good.
Yeah.
Instead of, all right, you know.
Right.
He was never bad. No, God.
Oh, yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Street Fighter V. That was another big announcement.
Okay.
That one got leaked a day before, I think.
And did you actually see the oh my god, who was it? Maybe you could fill in the blanks, but there was actually a joke going around Twitter, because that wasn't supposed to be leaked. That was supposed to be saved, and the lead designer behind Tekken, he posted a tweet that said, "Oops."
Oh. You don't think Harada leaked it, did he?
That's what everybody thought.
Oh.
It was just the funniest thing. I just saw Harada post that. I was like, oh, no way!
Did they cancel Tekken Cross Street Fighter, and that was his way of getting revenge? That would make so much sense.
That would have been awesome.
That would make so much sense.
That is the funniest thing. Please let that be the truth later. Please let that be fact.
That would be awesome. Oh my god, that would be great.
But yeah, Street Fighter, it looks like Street Fighter 4. Imagine that. They're probably just updating it, but the end of the trailer caught a lot of people by surprise. Exclusivity.
Mm-hmm.
PC and PS4 only.
And they can cross-play too, so that's really cool too.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
I'm probably not going to pick it up because I'm really bad at 2D fighting games.
I just am really bad at Street Fighter. I don't know what it is. Like, BlazBlue, I can get behind. Guilty Gear, all of the 2D fighters I can get behind, except Street Fighter. It's too advanced for me. Like, Mortal Kombat, no problem. Street Fighter, pfft.
See, if you get me into Soul Calibur or, Tekken, then we got something going.
Well, Soul Calibur, you're a cheating bitch, but Tekken, I haven't played Tekken at all.
Oh, you think that I'm cheating? You haven't seen all the higher level people and all that.
I know they're cheating bitches, too. That's why I stopped playing Soul Calibur. But Tekken, I haven't played a Tekken since 3, and I think you had me play 6.
Yeah.
So that's my experience with Tekken. 2D fighters, though, I
have.
love them.
I also have a game for the Wii U that's my most favorite alliterative title for a game. Tekken Tag Tournament 2.
Ooh, alliteration all the way. I need to get that, actually, so we can... Oh, wow.
We'll be the only 2 people online!
Even better.
Because everybody's too busy playing Smash and Mario Kart.
Hey, Tekken Tag Tournament, as soon as I get actually decent at Tekken, I wanna rematch.
It's fun, it's just Tekken 6 for the Wii U. It's good, pick it up.
It's good enough for me.
Anyway, moving on to Sony here. Looks like Tearaway is getting a sequel.
Okay.
For the PS4. I never played the first one because I don't have a Vita.
Yeah, same here.
Let's see. Bastion's coming to PS4 and PS Vita.
Okay.
I'm not the biggest fan of Bastion, actually.
I'm not either.
I can't get into it. I tried twice, and I don't know. It's just something about it that I didn't enjoy.
Yeah, same here. A lot of people loved it, though. I don't know why.
That's why I picked it up, but, after playing, I just, Shovel Knight is coming to PS3 and PS4. That is a good thing.
I honestly thought it was going to stay on Nintendo consoles, but I understand why Yacht Club Games is doing that, and I'm all for it. I wish them the best.
I love it when good indie games get the recognition they deserve.
Right, and then they're able to go cross-platform.
Exactly. And I think that PlayStation should have experience to this wonderful, wonderful game.
Right.
And stay the hell off of Xbox.
Yeah, exactly.
Suikoden 1 and 2 are coming to the PS Vita.
I might have to try those. I'm all for JRPGs.
Yeah, I've only played one Suikoden game. It was Suikoden 4. It sucked, and people told me that it sucked, so I got the wrong one.
Oops.
Wait, was it 4 or 5?
It was probably one of the later ones.
I think it was 5. It was all about boats, and it just looked like crap. Speaking of ports, Final Fantasy VII is coming to the PS4. Oh, God.
We had a discussion about this before we started this, but let's all agree that they need to drop the 7 shtick and just focus all their efforts on making new games. You've got 2 games, Square Enix, 2 big titles. Count them, 2. You've got 2 sequels on the horizon you could focus all your efforts on and make them brilliant. Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3. You can make it all work. Stop focusing on the older Final Fantasy games, please.
Because you keep fucking them up.
That's all you have to do. Just pretend 7 was the magnum opus that you should never work up towards, but make something close to it. You don't have to go above and beyond what 7 did, because you're trying too hard. At that point, you're just ruining everything.
I mean, Hinorobu Sakaguchi, he's going out and doing other things. He's done Bravely Default, he's done Lost Odyssey, he's done Blue Dragon, he's done The Last Story. So he's making all these games, and you're just stuck on Final Fantasy VII, releasing a 420p game for your 1080p 3 point whatever gigahertz console with all this processing. And yeah, we'll just release a PS1 game. Yeah, that's a great fucking idea.
It's like, I know that Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to do well. Final Fantasy 15 is what scares me, but from the looks of it, the Boy Band Simulator looks okay for now.
I'm really getting suspicious because I've fallen for good Final Fantasy trailers twice before.
That was
it was the Crystal Bearers for the Wii and Final Fantasy 13.
Yeah.
I saw a trailer for Crystal Bearers. I saw the protagonist. He looked like he was having a fun time. It looked like it was going to be a great airship kind of cyberpunk kind of thing. It looked full of exploration and dungeon crawling. It looked like it was going to be fun, but it turned out it was just the silver levels from Sonic 06.
That bad.
Yeah, and then I see the Final Fantasy 13 trailer, and I see a tender moment between Snow and Sarah, and I see all this chaos going along. I think it's going to be great. I think it looks like fun. Looks like it's going to be an intense, action-packed Final Fantasy game.
Nope.
No, it's just going to be led along down a hallway for 30 goddamn hours. And it was the worst thing I ever fucking played. I think you were there. Actually, no, you had the game first, didn't you?
Yep, I had it.
I played it.
I remember you decided to try it, and you were like, I can't do this. No.
It's awful. It's just so bad.
And I heard 13 was the most hated part of the Final Fantasy series, and yet they made 2 sequels.
Square Enix just doesn't fucking get it.
I guess not, but...
I mean, everyone's happy playing Final Fantasy 11, but then they make Final Fantasy 14, then it sucks, and then they remake it, and it's still kind of not that good.
It's eons better than what it originally was. I will give them that. They made something that was atrocious to good. Semi-good. Ish.
Generic.
Well, I wouldn't say generic because a lot of people are playing 14 and are really enjoying it. So maybe it's just the fact that we don't play MMOs. I actually want to try it myself because it is on PS4, I think. Yeah, it's on PS4 as well. So maybe if I do eventually get a PS4, that'll be on the list if it's budget by then.
Yeah.
What else we got?
No Man's Sky, which I saw the trailer for that. It looks really fun.
That looks trippy as hell, man.
I am all one who loves exploration and adventures and journeying and stuff like that. I'm always rattling on about that kind of crap. But No Man's Sky seems to be able to scratch that itch because it's all like fully 1080p rendered goodness, and you explore planets. It's just a never-ending journey, I suppose, and it looks like fun.
Keep talking about that. I want to bring up a fact about No Man's Skies that I thought was really interesting. Go ahead and keep naming off games.
All right, we'll take a break from No Man's Sky. We'll go to whatever's on here. Bloodborne, the new title from
yes.
from
software.
From software. From software. Yeah. It looks great.
I really need to get back into playing, 1, a Souls game, and 2, I just need to finally get to playing Bloodborne because it looks like a Van Helsing universe with the Souls name tag on it.
From Software always makes good games. They always impress me because they're always little on story but big on gameplay. Very big on gameplay.
Okay, I found the thing about No Man's Skies. According to the developers, No Man's Sky will feature... This is a really big number. It is 1-844-674-073-709-551-616. That many worlds. And if you were to spend 1 second on each planet, it would take about 585 billion years to visit them all.
So there's a lot to explore. But that means that they're probably going by randomized planets or whatnot. But I hope that there's a lot of different types of it, and they're not just, the same.
And that was courtesy of Did You Know Gaming. Thanks a lot, guys.
It's like, Big Blue Planet A, Big Blue Planet B, Big Blue Planet C with a lake. Big Blue Planet D with 2 lakes.
I think you're going to be the one that enjoys that more, because that seems like a game that's, while it is adventurous, it looks like more style than substance. That's just the vibe I get from it. There's a lot more to it, I'm assuming. So how about you be the judge on that one?
I just hope that it's not just exploration. There has to be something more to it, like... Well, take Minecraft, for example. You can go on forever, but you can also get different crafts. You have health, obviously. You can, build stuff. There should be more to it than just walking around going, ooh, ah. Had like a currency system or like a way to defend yourself. It looked like there were bullets there, so maybe you can shoot at stuff. Maybe some planets are hostile. Maybe some planets are friendly. Maybe some planets are uninhabited. There's a whole lot of potential here. So it's got me excited as to what they could possibly do with it, especially with this brand new technology that they have.
Hopefully they don't talk big. Hopefully they show what they can do.
Yeah, really. Well, that's really all that I've really cared about. I mean, there's Batman Arkham Knight, but, haven't really played Arkham City, and Arkham Origins doesn't look like anything much.
What were some of they were talking big PS4 exclusives. They were talking more about it like Uncharted 4 brings in Drake's brother that he apparently had. I haven't delved too deeply into Uncharted. So they're bringing in new details about games that are coming either next year or the year after that. And probably 2 of the biggest announcements that a lot of people were kind of expecting but are very thankful that they actually announced it. 2 games that were Japanese exclusive are now guaranteed to come over to the stateside. Yakuza 5.
That's right, yeah.
And there was just they re-showed the Persona 5 trailer for the English goers. So Atlus's English YouTube channel now has the Persona 5 trailer with the definitive fact that it will be for both PS3 and PS4.
Question 2. Being a huge nerd of Japanese culture and that stuff like that, because I've only had to study the damn thing for 4 years, is Yakuza any good?
I couldn't tell you. I have not played it. I'm interested in it. It's like... This is a bad comparison, but consider it like Sleeping Dogs, but all by Sega.
The thing is, I love Sleeping Dogs. Sleeping Dogs is phenomenal, I think. It's got a great sense of atmosphere, driving through the city lights of Hong Kong, and you're really fast in your car, and the music's playing. You actually have to drive on the left side. It's got a great sense of immersion. I fucking love it. So, would Yakuza, any of them, offer me the same experience?
Possibly, because I think Sleeping Dogs took after Yakuza. So
Sleeping Dogs is actually based on True Crime, because it was supposed to be a reboot.
Right. I remember
got a developer change, and then they made it better, I guess.
Well, I guess we'll leave that up to debate. The other Yakuza games are in the West, so maybe we could give those a try.
So people in the comments, I need you to tell me if Dragon Age and Yakuza's good. Then I'll probably go get them and I'll play them and I'll stop making videos.
Oh, that was another thing. There's a Godzilla game heading to the West.
Ah, great.
And that's about it on my end. I think...
Why don't they make any Gamera games?
Maybe Gamera... Well, Gamera is kind of a... He's not the most recognizable kaiju.
Why don't they make Ultraman games? Ultraman is so totally recognizable.
To you or to the American audience?
To the Japanese audience.
Yep, and therein lies your problem. Because everybody knows Godzilla.
Come on, everybody puts spoons over their eyes and goes, I'm Ultraman.
No. Only you do that on your weekends. I've seen you do it before.
It's not just the weekends. It's usually every other weekday.
Oh, okay. Well, just as long as we're solid on that. Was that everything that Sony announced? There was a lot of stuff for Vita, just like ports that are coming in, a lot of PS4 stuff. And also, I don't know how, but Resident Evil Revelations 2 is coming to the Vita. What?
I haven't even played the first Revelations yet, all the way through.
Oh, it's fantastic. Oh my god.
I like the more Metroid-y sense that it's getting, you know.
Actually, there's something I want to talk to you about. Resident Evil's getting a lot of love recently with RE Master, the remaster, and Revelations being now episodic.
Were those 2 games there?
Resident Evil Remake Remastered.
Remake Remastered? That's one game?
Yes.
Okay.
They are remastering just the visuals and making the first Resident Evil game that was remade to the GameCube. They are redoing it again in glorious HD, fixing a lot of small things and updating it for next-gen consoles. And it looks goddamn gorgeous. They made a pretty-looking game even prettier. I don't know how they did it.
Now they're making Resi Revi 2?
Yes. That is going to be obviously a sequel to Resident Evil Revelations, but it is an episodic one.
What do you mean?
It is going to be in episodes.
Like how Telltale Games does it?
Yes. Why? I guess it's because they got burned on Resident Evil 6, and they just want to make sure that this one actually sells.
That's all they can afford.
Zing!
Oh, I went there.
Yeah, no, instead of making a Street Fighter 27 or whatever, you could put some more focus into making Resident Evil good again. There's a notion.
Or just don't make Resident Evil games.
Well,
they cost too fucking much, apparently.
I guess so. Well, from the business standpoint, I can see what they're doing as affordable, one, and two, pretty decent business venture, because people won't feel ripped off if they play the first episode and don't like it. but it's going for the Revelations style of gameplay, which is back to basics, not explosions everywhere, like a Michael Bay movie. They're going back to the style of RE4, RE5, Revelations. It's all about the horror now and not the atmosphere. Or
consider this then, and then we'll go to Q&A after this. But
okay.
Maybe they're going episodic, so that way they can take better risks. So that way, with the episodes, they can just stop it whenever they need to, and they can continue it when they need to. So maybe something that worked in episode 1, they say, oh, we'll go ahead and make that for episode 3, and maybe there's like some really, really dumb thing in episode 2 that nobody fucking liked, like this one escort mission where you have to shoot zombies on top of a minecart or something like that, whatever. And say, okay, well, maybe we won't do that. So maybe they take the data from this episodic thing, however long it takes, and they use that to work on Resident Evil 7 and to make it not suck.
Okay, so it's basically like pick and choosing what people like, what people don't like, and using that for later games?
That'd be my guess. If I were the head of a game developer, and if I had some money to not to make a new numbered sequel, but to make a spin-off, an episodic spin-off, that's what I would do. I would try and experiment with the episodes, see what works, see what doesn't, use that, make a much better, bigger game that people will actually hopefully fucking buy.
Okay, I see your angle there. And something they're also doing, which I consider a great risk, they're bringing in one new character and 2 old characters. So just like Jill and Chris before, and adding a couple new characters that didn't need to be there, but they still worked, they're bringing back Barry Burton, who hasn't been seen since Resident Evil Gaiden, I think. It's either that or Resident Evil 3, whatever you like to believe. And, well, I know he was in the remake, but in the chronological sense.
Right.
He hasn't been seen in a long time. And Claire Redfield, who hasn't been seen since...
long time. Code Veronica, maybe?
Code Veronica, and if you really want to talk canon, the movie.
Dude, the movies forgot their own canon.
No, the CG movies. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one. The one that was actually kind of decent, but still really, really stupid.
Have you even seen Resident Evil Afterlife?
No, don't make me watch it. I hate those movies.
Have you seen Resident Evil Retribution?
No.
It's the one where they bring back the original cast, like the people from the movies, and they actually look like they're the people from the movies, but they've died in previous movies, and they just don't do anything. It's so dumb.
I'll keep that in mind. I hear Leon is in one of the Resident Evil movies that I haven't seen, and that's probably going to destroy... that'll be a movie destroyer.
That's Retribution.
Oh, fuck me.
I think he's actually voiced by the guy who voices Leon.
That's fine, but...
I'll have to check on that, actually, but why don't we get to some Q&A right now?
Destroy my favorite character. I knew you would. Alright, so we didn't get too many, probably because... This next podcast is coming out like a week later. But probably one of the most important ones. Let's see. The most important one is actually more directed towards you. I'm going to start for the bottom up.
All right.
Have we ever watched Regular Show?
I have watched Regular Show, and I fucking love it. I didn't think I would, but after just saying, oh, what the hell, and watching one of the a couple episodes, I said, wow, this is actually one of the most funniest shows I've ever seen.
Yeah, the problem with me is I have no cable, and I don't actively go out and search for shows anymore like I used to.
Mm-hmm.
So when I do end up in a situation where I can watch Regular Show, I do end up watching it, and the past couple episodes have been pretty good. I wouldn't say it has become one of my favorites because I don't have much to go off of, but it's harmless at the very least.
The more you see it, the more you kind of connect with the characters, and you see how there are different arcs that they go through and their progression, and you realize that there's a lot of heart and depth to it. It's like Adventure Time. There's more to it than you expected, and it's pleasant.
Right. I'm not gonna say like if you watch a couple episodes, you'll like bang your head on a desk or something like that. It's nothing infuriating. Let's go with that.
We live in a golden age of animation because animation is so much easier and better to do now, and everyone's got this brand new shiny HD widescreen to work with, and we got all this room now, and everything looks so damn pretty.
I agree.
So we are in a golden age of cartoon animation right now.
And yet some of them still blow writing-wise.
Yeah. A lot of them still good, though.
Yeah. Cartoons forever.
Yay.
Screw real life.
I just got finished done watching Law & Order.
All right, so don't screw all of real life. Have you, UDJ, and the TheNSCL got to play Persona Q?
I have not played Persona Q yet. I got a feeling I'm not going to like it.
I can't vouch for you. Have you ever... you liked Strange Journey, didn't you? Up to a certain point, because the ending wasn't that good.
Or
Balls Hard.
Did I enjoy Strange Journey? Yes, but I didn't enjoy Conception 2. I didn't enjoy Project X Zone.
Project X Zone is in a different category. It's nothing like this.
I'm worried that Persona Q is going to be another RPG that's going to get so overwrought and so bloated with stuff that I'm just going to be like, fuck this, and not even bother with it. Like Conception 2. I have given up on that game. I am not going to play that game ever again.
It's about time. It's Persona Q is a different animal from Conception 2 and Project X Zone. I don't even know why you brought that one up.
Because it's a 3DS RPG that I was hyped for that I got that I stopped playing because it bored me so much.
Yeah, get rid of everything you knew about Conception 2 and Project X Zone. This is strictly the Strange Journey formula.
Because it was made by Atlas. Then again, so was Conception 2.
Right. But I think Atlas was just a publisher on that one, so I wouldn't blame them entirely. But consider... they brought in some of the better elements from Etrian Odyssey. They even make an Etrian Odyssey reference, which I thought was hilarious.
I haven't played Etrian Odyssey.
Consider enemies that are actually on the map, that are jumping around, like big bad enemies.
Mm-hmm.
They referenced that from Etrian Odyssey. They gave them the exact same shortened name. So I thought that was pretty funny. But basically what you can do for Etrian Odyssey to make it easier, because this is a first-person dungeon crawler... they let you sketch your own maps, and that's what Persona Q lets you do, which is very, very helpful. And it's all, like you've got the labyrinths and everything, and it's all themed. The writing is top-notch. So if you want to give it a gamble, I would wait till it's at least budget.
It sounds a lot better than Conception 2, that's for damn sure.
Well,
the thing is, I'm playing Fire Emblem right now, so I'm all good on my RPG quota right now.
Fire Emblem is much better than Conception 2 or Project X Zone, but Persona Q is very good in my eyes. Of course, I have very low standards. But trust me, I think you'll enjoy it if you don't waste a lot on it.
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
You get to choose between Persona 3 and Persona 4 cast starting out, so that works.
Well, I'm in no rush to pick it up right now. I'm all good on RPGs for now. Maybe I'll pick it up one day. Who knows?
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
pick it up sometime next year for Black Friday, maybe.
I mean, I said that I wouldn't get Smash Bros. 3DS, and I got it anyway. I said I wouldn't get Hyrule Warriors for $60, but I did anyway. So, who knows?
You're a dirty.
I don't know shit.
You're a damn dirty liar to yourself.
Don't fucking listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about.
All right, this next one, I'm not sure if we're going to answer this or not. Have you guys ever released your Miiverse usernames?
It's UltraDirectorJester or UDJ, so...
Yeah, look for the TheNSCL on the Miiverse, you'll find me. Well, that was easy.
Whew.
Wipe the sweat off that one. All right.
Tough questions you're asking here, jeez. It's like we're on trial.
Speaking of trials, I love trials. They're awesome. Oh, that reminds me, I got jury duty on Monday. Fuck! Anyway, forget real life. Well, we got quite a few questions here. What is the first video game that you played that made you realize that you loved video games? That is a fantastic question.
There's about 2 or 3 that spring to mind. So, Mario Brothers was probably the first game that I ever really played in my life that made me love games. Kirby's Adventure / Dreamland was probably the game that made me really into video games to begin with. That and Wario Land, because I played this as like a kid in 1st grade, I mean. But probably the one that got me into video games in a modern sense and even into Japanese culture was Mystical Ninja starring Goemon for the N64. That time in 4th grade was magical.
Awesome. Probably for me, it's kind of funny to compare and contrast our first games because mine was Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Genesis. So, a bunch of competitors there. The game to make me just, like, sit down and realize that I absolutely loved video games. I don't know if I have had that experience before, but it was more recent than anything else. Because I just enjoyed the fact that I could play something other than, like, when I come home from school, get my homework done, I was there playing something entirely new that was completely mind-blowing to me. But if you want to talk a point where I sat down and went, wow, video games are awesome. This is probably going to be a really crappy answer, but Resident Evil 4.
Not really. A really crappy answer would be Resident Evil 3.
Oh, well, yeah. But just considering the fact that I actually, got past the opening prologue, and I sat down and I was like, oh my god, that was awesome. Video games are great.
This is a hard question because I'm thinking about all these other great games.
I know.
That make me think, oh wow, because
maybe
Dark Souls has changed my life pretty much.
Yeah, Danganronpa changes the way I look at visual novels. Same with 999.
Phoenix Wright and Zero Escape. Yeah. All right, next question. It's going on too long.
Yep. What is the worst video game you've ever played?
Your favorite one. Next.
Wait, what? Oh, really? I think we can test that.
Okay, no. I don't even know what your favorite game is.
Me neither. It changes daily.
Yeah. Well, the worst game I've ever played, that is kind of a toughie, actually. Now that I really think
we
about
play
it.
a lot of shit.
I mean, like, the absolute worst game, the one that... Well, right now, because I'm really angry at it, Skyward Sword.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say Conception, too.
Nah, Skyward Sword I think is the worst. Just because now that I really I think back, I reflect. I played the 3DS Zelda. I played Hyrule Warriors. I'm thinking back. Skyward Sword fucking sucked ass. My God, like, you know how much I hate Black and White. The same level of rage goes towards Skyward Sword for many, many different reasons.
That's interesting.
That's a whole nother rant, a whole nother video, a whole nother story.
Right. I'll probably get back to you when I actually finish Skyward Sword, because Hyrule Warriors is making me want to go back and finish any Zelda games that I've missed. But the worst game that I have ever played, if you want to say technically, Sonic 06. If you want to say the one that made me feel contempt for video games, it is a tie between Oni Chambara and Time and Eternity. Those two made me hate video games forever.
I kind of want to borrow Time and Eternity from you so I can just see how bad it is. I want to witness the horror for myself.
Just imagine a game that's supposed to run at 60 FPS and then drops to 10. Will UDJ ever make a review, maybe as an April Fool's joke? I don't know. You want to do that?
Maybe.
Just review your glass of drinking water, and there we go.
I might do a best and worst of 2014 later this month.
Oh, that might be interesting.
If I get around to it. We'll see, though.
Yeah. Are there any games that you guys love but will never do an LP of? Plenty.
There's plenty. Visual novels for one. A lot of RPGs. A lot of action games that I'm really good at. I mean, not really all that good at, but are really good.
Yeah, basically, I said for the longest time I wasn't going to do Danganronpa, but look at that, I'm doing it right now. But the only reason I'm doing it is to help people out who can't play it themselves. So I'm kind of doing the first-time player mindset that, hey, I don't know what's going on. It's all going to be a surprise for me, so it's kind of acting.
So I got to think about Let's Plays when I schedule them. I got to think about how I'm going to play them, what the style and tone is going to be, and if I'm actually going to finish it.
I will say I will never do a Let's Play of Phoenix Wright. That one has way too many audio cues to be covered up by commentary.
Yeah.
So that'll probably be the one. And Professor Layton, you kind of can't touch those.
Nah, not really. Most visual novels you can't.
Yeah, which is... I'm glad people are enjoying Danganronpa, at least. Are there any games besides Mario games that you plan on doing a race of?
I thought about that. Maybe we could probably race any game, really. Just any game. You have an hour. Click go.
I was thinking Kirby at one point.
It's Kirby, Sonic, Metroid. We could even go next gen. We could go Far Cry 3 or GTA 5 or.
We'll think of something.
Even the Mario Wii U games.
That would be amazing.
That'd be
Yes. And
see, questions get answered, and then we spark new ideas from it. So please ask us questions.
Ask more. Let's see, and that's pretty much it as far as questions. There's a couple other things in here, but they're not exactly relevant. Somebody does share your views with Black and White, though.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad I'm not alone on that front.
So, other than that, what are you working on? What are you watching? What are you playing? We'll end on that.
Well, let's see. I just finished Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. And the last episode is going to be in 3 parts. It'll be released Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then probably some more Star Fox. And I'm going to see if I can finish Mega Man 04 by the end of the year, so I can start Okami Season 3 by the beginning of next year.
That is the longest Let's Play I've ever seen.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I've got 3 reviews left at the time of this recording. It'll probably be 2 left by tomorrow. But as far as Let's Play is concerned, Dead Rising will still be updated every Saturday. If I miss one, I apologize, but it does take a long time to put these together and to get us two in the same Skype call commentating over it. And Danganronpa, if all goes well, Monday through Friday. Hopefully. We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
Yeah. So, do you want to do one more podcast before the end of the year? We'll talk end of year stuff.
Sounds like an idea.
Sweet.
Also, if you want to make an image for the video, I suppose, go ahead and make something. As long as it has our little logo on there, go for it.
Yeah, go ahead and tweet it at one of us. We'll use it.
There should be a link in the description to the logo, so if you want to try your hand to make something nice, well, we'll go ahead and use it.
Show us what you've got. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pose this out here. If you don't know what we look like, if you're just a casual listener and you don't know what we look like, draw how you think we look, based on sound alone.
Draw us, and we'll put the winner on the next video.
Yes!
It'll be fun. We'll do it.
That is going to be cool. But yes, if you do have an idea for a pretty image, if you start it now, we'll use them next year, because I want to at least get a holiday-themed pretty image right now. So if you make anything for us before the end of the year, we'll use it next year. Let's agree to that.
We left gifts, and we love you.
That's right. All you wonderful, starving artists out there, show us what you can do.
And of course, we will give credit.
Oh, yeah. And also music. I'll just throw that out there now. If you want to try out your music, try it out on us.
And if you want to be a guest commentator, well, that's no,
okay. One step at a time.
A little too much. Okay. I mean, you're gonna have to actually talk to us in person,
Right.
You know what? We're going on too long. We should probably end it right here.
Have a good one, guys.
We'll see ya.
Bye-bye.